What's good? It's Xraypc here again, back with another video. So I want to make a video about what heroes to go for, because everyone just always asks me over and over and over again, what is the hero I need to go for? What is the only hero I should pull for? What is the, and it's like, that's not how it works. This game is not just, oh, you get this one go NG and you just kill everybody on the field, you know what I mean? Like, is no one can touch you, you score on everybody, blah 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 blah. That's just not how it works. This guy is and I'll explain this one, a universal character. He can be put on a lot of teams because he's just all about scoring, right? He doesn't aid you for the most part in maybe your overall strategy that you wanted with all the strategies that you could do in this game with all the how team passes work. But because he's just on shot power, he could just be slotted in any team as your like main scoring striker, right? Let's do this and go here. This is another one I wanted to build. Team foul rate, team tension, dash knockback outside the foul zone. I wanted to get this guy because he's just like one of my fan favorites, but from the Go season. But he works exactly with what I'm doing. So I have the leader of engine, right? His hero. A lot of the red ones are counter, are this sword one and another one. So if you guys want it, you could like pinpoint it. Counter is always in pink. The sword one's always in red. But yeah, he's like foul rate, and he's exact ones is actually team tension on knockback, outside the zone, team foul rate. That's exactly what the Saryu Evan guy is. That's like, so you like, I can know what I'm going for. This, oh yeah, and breach. So it's counter and breach. So if you guys want, see, counter and breach. Always pink is always counter and breach. Red is always that sword plus this one, and if you guys don't bond, it's always the diamond one. So that's what I wanted to build, and I was going to show you. I was trying to farm for this Tenma. So he has the bond one where it's 20% or more bond power, direct shot increase, and making a pass you get bond power. And then I was going to get over here, this guy, his right hand man, has 20% or more bond power, team direct shot, plus when making a pass, bond power, and he still has own shot power increase twice. He has 16%, and then he has on opposite side of the pitch, you have more attack and defense, so you could get past people a little bit easier. And then the Tenma, being a midfielder, helps a lot with, where is he? There we go. He's all about like getting past them, and he can still score. You can even just put him as a forward if you want. It doesn't matter. He has a lot of scoring options. Because sometimes midfielders don't push up as much, as often, like the AI. So like when you're trying to make a pass, you're like want 10 must score, but this dude's sitting far back. So you could put him as like another forward option if you want, and he has all the dribbling moves to help score. He has own shot as well, only one, and then he has focus and attack buffs as well. But the main thing is like you really only care about how much you're getting power from the direct shot, and how easy it is to just build up bond power by kicking or by passing it. And remember, you only have two, so that's what you're trying to build your team around. So that's how you kind of look at it. Like, I want to make a team like that. Maybe your favorite character is Tsunami. So, like, let's say you want a Tsunami hero no matter what. No matter what variation, you do not care if that variation is something that kind of appeals to you, then you go for it. So, also the red ones are tension gain, right? So, winning a focus or a scramble battle, team tension increase. And when 50% or higher tension, attack and defense increase. So you can go for things like that. Also, this Ishinose works with that bond power thing, so if you like Ishinose, boom. But like, let's say you want to build a Tsunami no matter what. So the only problem about Tsunami is he has the Typhoon and not Tsunami Boost. So because he's a defender sitting far in the back, there's not often times where you're going to push all the way up the field. Your AI will run all the way up the field with him and score. Usually the AI will sit back and not do anything. I think you could set the AI rule for, I think if you make him like a playmaker, he actually would push up often and randomly try to help. Another character a lot of people want is like Beta, and there's the multi variations. And she's, the thing is like her one that never changes, the first three. Legendaries, these change. Like all five will be different. The bottom two is always based on their like breach, whatever, like the thing on the top left next to their picture. The first three are based on this, right here, own shot buff, own shot buff, own shot buff. As long as you're on opposite side of the pitch, a different element of a character is nearby you, and a player of a different element is a character nearby you, so she has the same one but twice, then she has 24% buff. So as long as a different element player is nearby, you have just 16%, and as long as you're on the enemy side of the pitch, you have another 8%, that's 24%, and then you could go for that one, and then there's like another one up here somewhere. There we go. So, boom, 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 and then the tension focus ones, like winning a focus battle, attention, 50% or higher tension, more attack and defense. A lot of people like that one as well. A lot of people, pretty much the main things people are going for is like tension builds, and the one where just like you just get a ton of shot power on getting possession. Those are like the easiest ones to kind of build, because tension builds are just like you're winning focus scrambles anyways. So now when you win a focus scramble and you have your manager built up, you get like, let's say this one guy gets like 80, like he gets 104 tension, he was telling me. Like, because you should get 60 base if you win and 30 if you lose. So let's say he's getting he's getting like 104, he's getting 44 more tension on win, and then that means he probably gets a 44 on loss. So let's say when he loses, instead of getting 30, he gets 74, and then when he wins, it's 104, right? So, and then he has the when max tension, your shot power increases out the wazoo, and he literally has like 120, 130%. I was saying on my other video. That is crazy, right? That is an astronomical number, and you would think like, oh, what, like in one move you're already, it's useless now. But no, because he gets so much on just one focus battle, and it's focus battle whether you win or lose, and it's focus battle whether you're playing the defense or you're playing the offense of the moment. Either you have the ball or they have the ball and trying to steal it. That's focus battle. So as long as you do a focus battle and then you have to win it. Okay, you have to win it. But even when you're winning, you lose and you get 30, and you win, you get 104. So I read that wrong. But it's focus or scramble. So that one's cool. There's also scramble ones where you can gain scramble attack and defense, and you could put a ton of those on your coordinators, and no one's gonna have that ever, really, because they're not thinking right now. So they're gonna lose every scramble. All you do is dash to the side over and over again, and then just pass it out. And maybe you have a couple where it's like you just have attack and defense buff on your people, and that's where you're focusing on your defenders and midfielders, and then you have just good forwards that like shoot it. So like let's say you on that one, like the scramble battle one, you could literally just play with like where's the narc at? I think it's this one. Yeah. So you could have this as an arc, and then boom, shot power 12 plus 8's 20, 23, 26.5, and then you go down here and you get this Goenji, and it's 24, 27, 30.5, and you just go for these two, so they're just hyper buff. Put 2 forwards only as your strat, and choose all the ones that are 2 forwards only, and just have a bunch of midfielders, defenders, and then you just keep scramble battling, farming tension, and then passing to the goalies or long shotting up to the forwards. I mean, and then boom, and you just destroy them, right? Yeah, that's how you kind of focus on like I guess like I'll say like a couple like good ones I kind of go for, I guess, out of the ones I just already been said, and how you should just be going for what you want. You can build a team around it. Kinako Narabana is a good one. She's just won already a solid kit, and then she's castle wall buffing. So it's like castle wall, and an own shot buff. So she has a long shot. That's one of the things she's known for. She's a double level of it, right? 2 of them slotted. And then when a player of the same elements, there's a shot buff. And then when winning a focus or scramble battle, team tension up. So that's always really good. That's just like really solid. You could use Shu, and you could use Shu with Tenma. You could use Shu with the Tsurugi. Anybody use Shu with it in Shinose. He's a really good one. He has 2 counter shots. He has a block, and then he has his Black Ash ability. And then he has a Kishin, and she has a mix and match. So usually those ones are really good ones to go for. I think everybody in here has, no matter what, every hero has either the Awakening, or they have a mix and match, or they have a Kishin with either Armor Fire or normal. So like this version's good too because it's bond power, so that's another one that's good. Bond power is always a solid one. This one's bond power too, but this is like another variation where it's like team dash foul rate reduced. That's a very specific one that you don't like go for unless you need whatever. Saryu Evan is the one I'm using. Dude's super good. His skill combination, you have a long shot and then a normal really strong shot, and then you have a with Dragon Drive, and then it's a wind move, so you have a variation, so you're not stuck to the same move type. And then you have what is it? Oh, Evra, so you have your own like shot. And I'm not sure, is this like I guess it's like Shell Burst, because it's not an element in the game. I guess there's like a dark element for just moves. A lot of people want Fideo because they're like, oh, instant burst is OP, but one, you could just get instant burst on anyone. You just go to exchange shop. But if you really want Fideo, this one is kind of good, but the only reason this is good, you have to hyper focus your managers and whatever. It's so easy to foul. You need like 2 of your coordinators to have foul rate reduction. You need your manager to also have these ones where it's like until you incur a foul, buff the heck out of you. And then maybe another coordinator also have for the foul reduction. Just to make up, and then everyone on the field can have whatever to aid towards this, that everyone on the field could have this until you incur a foul thing, or at least some of your characters, some of your other players can have something else to like aid their defense or something. But yeah, if you really want a Fideo, where is he? I pulled from earlier. I was pulling for someone else and I got him instead. This one? Yeah. Wait, no, it's Tsuchinose. Where is he? Where is he? It's so hard to find that. Oh, you know what? I can just do this. There was one more in here. Or is it 3? No, yeah, there's only 2 banners of them. And so this one, the one that's an arc, is when winning focus battles. So if you really want somebody who's good, the focus battle one's like solid and is easier to build. It's super hard to build the other one. Zanark's obviously good. The Goenji's obviously good. The Tsurugi in the bottom is obviously good. I think this guy, some people are trying to put him down. I mean, I'd rather have him not Breach. But Breach is also really good. If you build Breach and then you're long-shotting with a bunch of cheap long shots, like 50 and 60s, you could just spam Breach on the enemy and just farm tension and then Breach spam them to death, because you need tension to Breach. So let's say you have like one coordinator with a bunch of tension gain on focus battle, and then you have another coordinator with like maybe 2 of those, and the rest are just Breach. Another coordinator is full Breach, and then your manager is full Breach to aid this. Then you literally can just easily get most of your tension needed in one focus battle, and then literally just long shot with him, long shot with defenders, long shot, and just spam long shots on people if you want. Because the goalies can long shot. If your goalie stops with the ball and has enough tension to use a long shot, they can just kick the ball down the field. And if the enemy has a counter shot or let's say a shot block, then they could do it. But let's say they had to use their tension to try to score on you and you stopped it. Okay, now you can just shoot right back. And Joe Smasher and Shot Stopper are super strong goalie moves. So that's why I'm kind of confused why people don't want it. I guess burning overdrive on a goalie doesn't really make any sense. But I guess you would like stop the ball, pop burning overdrive, and then shoot the ball back. I think burning overdrive also works because he has fire. So let's say he's burning overdrive and you use it with fire. I think it matches what element you are. It buffs whatever your element is. So I think he's fire and you use fire moves, it just buffs those moves. Kind of sucks that he has Gungnir, but that's his move, I guess. But it's wind, so you could use the wind. There's a lot of earth goalies, so he could kick it across the field, and if it gets to the goalie, it's against a buff against that earth goalie. But a lot of times when you're doing with a goalie, right, you're kicking down the field. If you're gonna kick it straight down the middle, unless you kind of get to the left or right of your goal box, and you have a high chance for your either midfielder in the middle or your forward that's running down to their goal in the middle that to hit it. So you have 2 extra options that are easier and they're already kind of lined up to aid you in the kicking the ball in. I mean, goalkeepers are always really solid to get as heroes because they're gonna have like perfect passives for defending, and then so like this one's like all Maj in the hand, Fiend hand. Fiend hand is 100 power, Maj in hand is 80 tension, right? So tension is where like like okay, this is what all of its power levels are always based on its tension cost, and the power level is the same across each tension cost. So base, and then it scales depending on your stats and stuff, and in your other skills or passives. So he has an 80 tension and 100 tension. He's very expensive, but he's gonna stop that ball. Oh, actually no, he's chilling. He has Maj in the hand, Mugen hand, and Fiend hand. Fiend hand or Mao the hand is 100. I think Mugen might be 70. Maj in the hand is 80, and then yeah, so you're pretty chilling with him. Baldab Sleep is a really good one too if you can find the perfect version right here. Shot, you know. For players of the same element, shot 1.5%. So as long as you have another wood element character with him, they also get 1.5%. He gets 8% on their half the pitch. On their half the pitch, he gets another 8%. And that's cool. So you can see right here, you can get 3 of these if you really want to. But they balance these heroes so they can't be that strong. That's why I try to tell people like legendaries can be just as strong. Like literally, you might be like a 2% overall stat difference of like of your actual stats. Other than that, it's literally just as strong. The only thing about legendary heroes is that you don't have to like sit there and hyper grind Badap Sleed or whatever all day long because it's RNG all 5, and you have to sit there all day long to get the perfect ones. This is not perfect. You'd either get like the either 8% for a same element or different element for my own shot, but at least it's like somewhat like it buffs your other forward and stuff. So like what, 16, let's say like 16, 19, 22.5, 23%. So he still gets 23% shot attack. So he's still up there with other characters, and he gets a long shot, a super strong like scoring move that would triple up elemental catalyst to make this just all go crazy. Like all your actually elemental catalyst might be the one where it's like based on your element. He only has Doom Spear, but then also you have foul offense 3. I wish I had all those variations so I could show you guys exactly what those do, because he also has elemental catalyst, but he has all ice moves, so it makes more sense to probably be matching your elements or ice moves with wind moves. Fubuki's another one. Anybody who's a defender with a long shot is good. Defenders that are pure defenders are also good, but they need a shot block. If they don't have a shot block, they're terrible. He's also Team Tension. You could use him, and he's Mystic Mist at 3 shot block, Mystifying Mist, a cheaper one, normal, and then the Southern Cross, he has a dribble move, and he still has a Joan of Arc as a mix and match. So that's another option to win focus battle. So he has the mix and match usually is guaranteed unless they pop a mix and match or any other Kishin or transformation. Mystic Mist is like a really good cost. Shot block, and then you have another dribble move that's actually pretty cheap, and they have a dribble move to get up the field. So it's like that's like another good one. The Keto is a really good one. That goalkeeper, let me see this. I haven't seen this goalkeeper. Shot stopper, God Hand X, double shot stopper, gravity point 2. So he has 2 wood ones just in case you're going against a wind, and then a wind move, and then or wind forward, and you have fire ones obviously for because it's your main element, and then he has White King, so he has like another Kishin, and I think White King is a goalie Kishin. I wish you could actually see everything here, but yeah, you can't see it. And then Keto is Emperor Penguin 3, Prime Legend, which is a super hard move to go for. You need like a ton of this like bond flower currency, which I still don't know how to get. Everyone I keep asking doesn't know how to get it. So yeah, until I figure it out, then that's just like probably the hardest one to get, the hardest move. Field of Force is a really strong dribble move. So that's like if you want Keto, and then still it's just based on whatever here. Incur a foul. If you want this guy, maybe you get this Keto and you get the incur a foul. Until you incur a foul Fidio, you use him as a midfielder. Keto as a midfielder, use him as your forward, and then you just build your team around that, whatever, like I said earlier. And then this one's on gaining possession, the shot power increase. If you want like a goalkeeper to help you out in that, so this is a good goalkeeper to have. You can get him, set him up as a goalkeeper, and then now you have an even more shot power increase on gaining possession as your whole team. Even it's not just him, and also it says excluding catches, so it doesn't really benefit him. But this is like a super aggressive goalkeeper where you're trying to benefit your whole team, right? You're not benefiting your goalkeeper. You're hoping that your rest of your team is going to keep scoring goals on them over and over and over again. Endo is the premium goalie. Goalkeepers and defenders are easy ones to have like don't foul on. Like how is your goalkeeper ever going to foul really? And then until you incur a foul is a thing for your whole team. So if literally your forward slides in and fouls them, your Endo loses the stat buff, right? So they're right here, Cosmar and him work together. The Endo is pure catching. Omega Hand, God Catch is the strongest one. God Hand V. God Hand Victory is a 80 tension. God Catch is 100 tension. He has 2 of those, and Omega Hand I think is either 80 or 100. And then Omega Hand's like from the movie, so I think that's 100 as well. And then he has no long shot, but he has really strong moves at least. But yeah, no long shot on a defender is just terrible to me. I don't know. I guess you could just dribble up the field as him and have a chance. If you dribble up the field as a defender, they might stay on that side of the field. So I think Genda's really strong, but it depends on the variation you get. This one's really good for being aggressive, like I said. I think the Keto, the Fudo is pretty good. This Grand is the Incur Foul one. The other Grand were on the top right where it's like the Meteorus banner and you're trying to pull for the Tsurugi. That Grand is super good. This is a Reze that if you want, you could get him because he works with a bond power setup. I mean, he works with the bond power thing, and not many people like him as a character, but I mean, he has Lubu and he has decent, well, actually his agility's kind of low. Has a base of agility, I think. Oh no, he actually has higher than him. But yeah, he has a wood option and then multiple earth and then other earth options. He's an earth goalkeeper. There's a lot of fire forward, so that's usually like another thing to go for. Think about too. You got to think about how many of what people are using. A lot of people are trying to say pull for this guy. I don't really understand why. I mean, he has like really good goalkeeper moves. He even has a cheap option that's earth. He's fire. Fire is weak to earth. So if they have a fire, an earth forward, you still have an earth move to stop that, just in case it covers your weakness, right? So neutral that out, and it would be good against a wind forward as well. So you get a little bit oomph from that. But yeah, I don't really understand why they're saying like. I mean, I guess the for nearby castle wall D 3.5, 3.5, that's decent. But yeah, I can't really understand why they're like hyping even both of his variations up like that. Like I looked at all his variations, I'm just like, you know, who cares? Like, I don't know. Like there you go. There's another one here. Team Breach Rape. I mean, like I guess you go on Breach build. I mean, it doesn't change here. So yeah, he has Keeper's Grit though. I think there's one other guy with Keeper's Grit, but yeah. Usually you want Keeper's Grit in your goalie. I think you could like use the because you only have 2 slots, right? I think you can use a goalie, but I don't think you have to use a goalie, right? Like you could use double forward, you could use midfielder and forward to guarantee you just to push it up the field. It's like the stat difference is not like, oh my god, you have a 90% more stats, heroes are just broken. No, it's like 5%. Like you have 5% more stats than a legendary, but the legendary could have the exact same, like they could have the most perfect team passive setup and be better for your team than that hero, right? If this is your favorite character for some ungodknown reason, then yeah, go for it and use that guy, you know? Like Kabiyama, all shot blocks. He has double the wall of Atlantis, and the mountain, right? And then he has the incur foul thing, which defenders have a decent easier chance to get fouled compared to obviously a goalie. But on your half the pitch, own focus, own castle wall, most of the time, this guy's a brick wall. When they like any long shot, counter shot, whatever, it's gonna get stopped by this guy, right? He also has Ironclad Guardian, which hyper buffs his defense. So if you have enough defense boosting things as well as your team passives, then you have this guy. You set him as castle wall in front of the ball, or if you just get into a focus battle, they're not stopping you when you pop that, right? So. But yeah, that's I didn't want to make like a pure like this is the one you need. Some people are saying that, and it's like the dumbest videos I've ever seen, because like you don't just need something, right? It's based on the team you're going for. Like this one's kind of universal, but it's still more offensive. It doesn't benefit you in any way, shape, or fashion when you're a goalkeeper to buff your team shot power. But if you're going for this super offensive strat, then it works. The Tobi Taka's really good too because he has back attack. I don't know if I can find the other one I have. I'll show this one. Like, Vac Attack ×3, Hurricane Arrows just to use as like a cheaper alternative, and Foul Offense to triple up the field, and the Ironclad Guardian to be a super defensive menace. Then he has the Team Foul Rate and Team Tension, which I would rather use in my team. But when I've used defenders, there was like so many moments where I was like, this defender is not interacting with them at all, because what if my hero is on the right side? Okay, they would just go to the left. So you'd have to set it up where you could have a defender in the middle, and your hero defender would be in the middle. So like you have let's say you have 3 defenders, your hero defender's right in the middle, so he could easily go to either side. So if you could choose the tactical, like the team setup like that, then you would do that one, because that's the only way that this defender is going to do anything. Or I guess you could set him up as a midfielder. He's just so slow. Like there's something about him where he just feels so slow to every other character. Kabiyama, him, there's a couple characters that just feel super slow. Oh, yeah, there you go. This is the one I have. And he has Breach Rape, so I'm like, I'm not building Breach. And then I'm like, he's never really doing anything, so I'm just like, well, this is useless. So, like, just because he's a hero right there, it's just, he's useless, right? Like, I'm not building Breach. So, what does that do? Like, just because he gets 5% more overall stats than another defender, my defenders have horrible passives. I don't have anything lined up perfectly, and I'll block a ball with, like, a 2,000 power, you know? So, it's just like, who cares? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I just wanted to kind of go over, like, not even, like I said again, not who's the best, but how you can tell they're the best for what you want, right? If you want to do a certain team strat, don't get somebody who's like don't get like a Breach character for your your foul base strat. Don't get a breach character for your bond power passing strat, right? It still kind of works, but like that one breach character is not make or breaking breach for you. It's not like back in the demo where you're like 20% breach, so it's totally useless. The only ones that are universal are the ones that are just like shot power buffing forwards, right? Because they want more shot power anyways, like Zanark. And so it works out, and it buffs the rest of your team's shot power, not just his. And so if you get 2 hero forwards, Go Engine, Zanark, or whatever, any of them, you get those with him, and then you can get another legendary forward. Let's say you do a triple forward strat, you have 2 hero forwards with it, and then you get a legendary forward like the one I showed that has it. Boom. Then you have the perfect triple forward lineup for you if you just want to just score big without having to do any gimmicks like focusing on focus battles or scramble battles or passing a lot or whatever. You just want to score and not think and just try to score as best as possible. It won't be as strong as what they're doing, but it's still solid enough that you can get the job done. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. See you guys on the next one. Peace out. Hope you have a great day. Remember, tier lists suck.